Dear parents, greetings from Sekolah Pelita Harapan. It's great to have a chance to communicate some updates with you and to address some questions and ideas that we've been receiving as school leaders over the past few weeks. I'd like to start just by sharing with you some good news, some real progress that's been happening at Sekolah Pelita Harapan, things that I'm very pleased to see and that I'm proud of on behalf of our community. The first thing is that while home learning is a season that we're all hoping will end very soon, we do see advantages and benefits that have come to us because of it. The first thing is that our teachers are very obviously advancing rapidly in the use of educational technology. We have used it for many years, but now we are just learning so much more than we ever have before. We're developing skills that won't fade away, and so our teaching is changing. And I would say confidently that it will be forever changed for the better. We will see that once we come back together. The second thing that I noticed that's of benefit in this season is that you as parents are getting a window into the inside of our school like you've never seen before, because you are getting access to our teachers live. You're getting access to them in video form, in Zoom calls, and you're seeing just how gifted and creative and hardworking they are, how dedicated they are. I, as a school father, get to witness some of the work that our teachers are doing with my children, and I love that perspective, and I'm so glad that you get a chance to see that as well from your homes. And then the third thing that I would mention as a benefit of this season is that we are a group of 5 schools. And the fact of being forced into rapid change very quickly has been bringing us closer together, where our teachers and leaders from the 5 campuses are learning better now than before how to leverage the strengths, the discoveries, the gifts that we have on different campuses. So I would love for you to think of your child not as being a part of one school, one campus, but of being a part of this huge network of 2,200 students and hundreds of teachers. I really believe confidently that SPH is an amazing group of schools. It is unique in the world, and it is getting even better. I also want to share with you a few practical things. We are really eager to hear back from you. We thrive on input from parents. So we're requesting feedback from you about Home Learning Phase 3, which we introduced a few weeks ago. We are pleased with the progress, and we are receiving from you already increasing numbers of positive messages. I have heard from research in international schools all over the world, just over the past few weeks, that among parent communities, the support for home learning is really very low. It's only about 60%. My subjective take on your reactions to home learning, especially in the last week or two, have been higher than that. We hear from you that you are increasingly pleased with the system that we've developed. And I know you're not fundamentally pleased, and nor are we, because we never signed up to be teachers online. We don't want to do this very long. We signed up because we love your children and we want to be with them on site, face to face. But in the meantime, while we're waiting, we really do believe that the approach that we've taken is the best that we can come up with. That said, Phase 4 will start soon, and there will be some changes, perhaps not major ones, but some coming up soon. The next piece of information that I need to update you about is with regard to the ending of our current school year calendar. You may have heard that the government has announced that Lebaran holidays are being switched from May to December. Well, that means that those become teaching days for us, and it advances the ending of our school year by 1 week. So we will have the exact same number of school days, but we will end 1 week earlier. That's June 5th, 4th or 5th, I believe. We'll communicate that formally to you very soon. And then the other piece of information for you is about graduation. Schools are communities, and communities need to celebrate. And the fact of home learning messing up so much for our world does not mean that we're not going to celebrate. We want to honor our Kindy graduates and our grade 6 graduates and our grade 12 graduates. The timing and approach will occur by school decision. And particularly for grade 12, we will survey probably students to find out, what is best. That may end up getting delayed by a few months in the hope that we can do it on site in real life together. But I expect our kindy and grade 6 or PYP graduation celebrations will occur possibly online in June. But each school will confirm that plan with you. Now, I'd also like to address 3 big questions that you have been bringing to us. The first big one is, what is going to happen in August 2020? I wish I knew firmly what exactly would happen, but I can assure you that our goal and our plan is for a normal start to the school year. We are staffing normally. We are preparing for an August start to the school year. Clearly, some things are well beyond our control. But we do have cause for optimism. It is still more than 3 months away. The main factor for us is, of course, your safety, your children's safety, our team's safety. And we can't promise anything because we can't see the future. But for now, that is our plan and our hope, and we are working towards that. The second main question that you have is about cost savings because of home learning. So our teams have been digging into this, trying to find out what is the actual cost savings for us. And unfortunately, it is a smaller amount than we would have expected. It's mostly to do with electricity and a few other smaller items. We have some exchange rate pressures that are counterbalancing some of those savings. But those are cost savings that we want to use for your sake and your children's sake. There are several ways of doing that. One option is simply to give a credit to families. Another option is for us to support families who are hurt by the economic troubles as we look ahead to August and coming back. And I know some of you are in harder situations than others. Another option is to reinvest in school quality. All of these things are for your children's sake. We will make each decision by school, a school-by-school approach, and that will be in consultation with you and with the PAG. So our 5 schools will ask you what in your mind seems best for this small savings. It may only be about $1 million per student, so it really isn't a huge amount. The third question that I wanted to bring up with you is about looking ahead to August and those families who are in serious financial hardship. We know this is an extremely challenging time for many all over the world, in every country, and certainly in this country as well. The challenges are significant. And I've been in touch with some families in various situations, and we just want you to know that we are very understanding and very empathetic about this. Some might ask, why don't you just cut tuition across the board? Why not just take SPH and bring everything down in price? Well, the reason that that's not a simple, easy, good solution is that our commitment is to an SPH standard of education. And we know that you expect that of us. You want the same quality that we have always had. In fact, you want improving quality. You want every year for us to get better, which is what we want as well. We know you don't want downgraded quality. And of all things, the education of our children is one that requires our greatest investment. So we will do 2 things that go hand in hand to address the financial troubles of many. The first is we will be very, very careful about non-essentials. We have already begun this. We are reducing costs that don't affect mission or program quality. Those are protected. It matters to us, our mission, that will not change. Program quality will not change. But there are some other things that don't matter so much. We will look for reductions in those areas to enable us to be committed to you, because we don't want to lose any families. A school is a community of families working together, living together, collaborating to bless the children that God has given to us. And we want you to stay, and we want every family to be able to stay with SPH next year and beyond. So we are dealing with this with sensitivity to particular situations, looking at things on a case-by-case basis. So if you are struggling financially, please tell us. Reach out to me, to our school leadership in all 5 of our campuses so that we can have a conversation with you. Our intent is to help you by working with you on this. So please talk to us. In closing, I want to thank you. I know, because I'm a dad and I have a wife and I have children at home, that this is a very challenging season. I want you to know that we view parents as heroes in all of this. We have working parents, we have stay-at-home parents, we have young mothers who are taking care of their children, sometimes without a nanny, and we have teachers who are in the same situations. This is extremely difficult, and I just am so thankful for all that you do for your children. I want you to know we miss you and we miss your children. It's hard for us. We don't want to be apart from you and just looking through a screen and recording videos. We want to be able to meet and have coffee together and talk and get to know one another better. So that time will come. But for now, thank you so much for the support that you are giving to your children and to teachers and leaders. I pray the Lord's blessing upon you and your family. And I want to close by reminding you that our mission is secure. Our mission is to proclaim the preeminence of Christ. It is engaging in the redemptive restoration of all things in Him through holistic education. SPH has been pursuing this for 27 years, and we will do this even better next year than we are this year. Home learning, fundamentally, remember this, home learning is a short season in the history of a school and of a child. Our children are developing resilience, godly character. We are developing resilience. In the face of our troubles, in the face of anxiety and fear, we seek our grounding in Jesus' promises. Some of His final words on earth were these: "And behold, I am with you always, to the end of the age." That is a promise. May He give all of us faith in Christ and godly character, grounded in the confidence that He is with us always, to the end of the age.